I have been pondering or thinking about quite a number of issues over the couple of days. That explains my silence. I just took time to reflect on how far I've come and the kind of future that I want for myself and my family and many others around the world that I'm working with. So it brought me to think of how, like everybody else, I was suffering, thinking that the only way to live this life is to get good grades in school, like what we've been taught when we grew up, and get the best education, pass, and go to university, get a good job, and work until you retire. But what I then realized is, along the way, I've lived by this prescription, but guess what? It never got me close to where I wanted to be. So I started to search, what is really that which distinguishes what I'm doing, the approach that I'm doing, and not giving me not so good results, and what others are doing. And this is the secret that I'm going to give in this video. I'm going to try to make it very short. It will shock you that the middle class and the poor play by a different set of rules from what the rich use. The poor work for money. They spend all their life running maybe a one-man show, their accounting firm, law firm, and that firm is deeply dependent on them, or a family business. No wonder why when the family business, when the owner of the founder of the family business dies, the business also goes down with him. Or they've gone to a profession when I've seen cases where the whole family, either they are nurses or they're policemen or they're teachers. I grew up in those families too. But guess what? All those people are working all their life. But that's not what the rich do. So this is some of the secrets that has been hidden and not taught in school, unfortunately. What we've been taught is we must work for money. And money is hard to get. Your financial future can't change. You have to hop from one job to the other. I've done that for the past 17 years too. 18 years to be exact. Hopping from one job to the other, hoping things will get better. And guess what? I get into the job. First 3 months I'm happy. But after that, the joy is gone. I'm back again in the market looking for another opportunity. Why? Because if you look at it, things are predetermined. Your English is predetermined. What you're going to earn is predetermined. How many hours you can work in the day are predetermined. So the point that I'm trying to make is, if you continue to play by the same rules and hoping for a different result, that's insanity. You need to change the way you are living. You need to change the way you are doing things. Then things will change. So, without much ado, let's go straight into the secret. So the secret that distinguishes, which will continue to distinguish the poor and the middle class and the rich, is one word. It starts with an L. And I hardly hear it. I've been working for many years, moved from one corporation to the other, whether in the public sector, whether in the private sector. I've been through all of that. But I've never heard it being used until I stumbled it a few years back, that the rich use leverage. What do we mean? They have found a more efficient way of getting things done. Whether it's making their business grow, they use leverage. They have a way to get richer faster. They have a way to get to money. But most of us haven't figured that out. All we think is a job. That is a problem. So through leverage, you are able to move yourself from the employee segment or a small business owner to where you can really become a proper businessman or a successful person. That is through the use of leverage. So let me just quickly break down the types of leverage that are there. One of the things that the rich do is they use other people's money. That is, the rich borrow to fund a business initiative or to fund a business idea. the poor and the middle class buy to fund a big car, a big home. That is the difference. What the rich and the poor are doing, they're building up their expenses to meet up the income. Sometimes they find the expenses that they have to pay far outweigh the income coming in. But the rich are borrowing money to fund a business, or to fund a business idea that brings more income. That is a big difference. Leverage. They don't use their own money, they borrow. And while one is funding their business with borrowed money, using someone else to make more money, someone is borrowing to go deep into debt. Then also, let's quickly look at another leverage. I'm just going to cover two for now. I'll do a different video just to cover this concept of leverage, because it's some of the things, hidden secrets, that once you understand this, you realize you are spending your life living and building someone else's dreams. And when are you going to build yours? The other leverage, as I wrap up, is using other people's time. If you ask me, every rich man that I know, every super successful man I've studied them, they use networks. That is using other people's time. If you are going to work harder at work, guess what? The employer will still be paying you for the 8 hours that you are paid in a day. You can never multiply yourself and work 24 hours, 48 hours in a day. It's not possible. But the rich are able to do that. Where they hire other people, or they have other people doing exactly what they are doing. Or have hire people that are coming to do activities in the business that themselves, they can focus on something else. As a result, they are using those other people's time to generate their own income. And they're able to multiply themselves and work 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 1 million hours in a day or in a month through the power of using other people's time. Until you understand and figure out this, guess what? You'll still be working and being paid for the 8 hours that you can work in a day. And that will not take you anywhere in life. Hopefully you have had a good viewing. I hope to catch you later. I'm going to do this more. But for now, I just taken a reprieve. There were things that are happening in my life that I needed to reflect. I always want to take time and say, where am I? And get a sense of plan the future that I want, and to see if I'm on course, and make adjustments and reflect on my marriage and my kids and my own what sort of success I want to achieve and what things I want to do in life. For me, I always consider that critical. But now I'm back. We'll be doing more videos on a more frequent basis. Hopefully this is adding value in your life. Thank you very much, and God bless.